What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Tuesday, November 11th. In today's video, per usual, I am going to be doing a quick little recap of yesterday. Had a halfway decent day yesterday, so we'll take it. And then, of course, guys, I do have 3 official plays for today. So as always, guys, make sure to drop a like, hit that sub button, and make sure you stay till the end, man, because I do have a ton of plays that I like today. All right, guys, so recapping yesterday, Denny Avdia was a sweat and a half. Honestly, dude, thank God Desmond Bane hit that 3 to not let the game go to overtime. But he did have like 27 points and 5 assists. So, I mean, he stays under the 5.5 assists. So we will take that. Kyle Kuzma, over 15.5 PR. That was pretty sweat free. Kuzma played great, even though, like I said, the reason why I was playing it, just being honest, was in relation to Giannis potentially sitting. But Kuzma's numbers were kind of trending upwards anyways. And yeah, there's a decent amount of stuff I liked about the matchup too. Another winner was, this one was a stream play. It was Giannis under 6.5 assists. Basically, I mean, that one was a sweat too, dude. He had 5 in the first quarter, which is crazy, but stays under. We'll take it. And then the fourth and final winner was something I just played last second. Luke Cornett over 3.5 rebounds. That one was very easy. Couple losers. Kristaps on the threes ladder. He shoots 1 for 5 from deep. You'd hope that he would have hit 2, so we could have gotten that over 1.5 at least. Definitely didn't have enough volume for the ladder, in my opinion. And then another one that lost was a late ad. I played the Bulls team total under 115.5, and Iota Sumu hit a little shitty layup with for no reason to go over. First play I'm going with today is going to be RJ Barrett. I'm taking him to go over 19.5 points, 20 plus points, etc. This might have bumped to 20.5. I think it's totally fine right there as well. Really like this spot for RJ Barrett. So, I mean, obviously, if we look at here, just keeping it simple, he does have 20 or more points in 7 out of 10 games. He does have 19 or more points in 18 out of 10 games. So, obviously, guys, scrolling down here, RJ Barrett absolutely thrives in transition. He averages, or 36% of his points this year have been in transition. And if we go look around, right? So there's obviously on Toronto, there's going to be 4 main scorers, right? It's going to be Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, and Quickly. So Quickly, as you can see, 35% of his points are in transition. So he's a pretty big transition guy as well. But he does only average 5 points in transition, not like RJ Barrett, who's at 8. Scotty Barnes, he'll obviously get out and run a little bit too. 30% of his points come there. He's at 6.4. And Brandon Ingram, he does not really get out and run much. He's only at 2.7 points. That's only 12% of his overall points. So you got RJ Barrett as the leader there in terms of he's a leader in the Raptors in terms of transition points. We can also go down to spot up, stay on Ingram. He's only at 14% of his points. You obviously want the spot up in this Nets matchup. Spot up for Barnes is at 4 points, 18% of his points as well. And then Quickly only at 12% of his points. So guys, RJ Barrett, he's at 19%, 4.2. He leads the Raptors in spot up points and transition points, right? And if we're looking down here at the Nets, allowing the 3rd most points per game to spot up and the most points per game to transition. So that's where you want to attack them. You also hover over this right here. Nets are dead last in defensive rating, dead last in points in the paint. RJ Barrett, of course, scores 61% of his points in the paint. He's a slasher who likes who likes to attack off the bounce and things to that extent. So yeah, man. Just like with how good he's been playing this year, you really can't ask for much better of a matchup here for RJ Barrett. He's going to be they will blitz the pick and roll, but Barrett's not getting many pick and roll reps. That's mainly going to be Quickly, a little bit of Barnes, and then Ingram too, right? So he's going to have the lowest pick and roll frequency out of those guys too. So I think just out of the main guys, it's going to be RJ Barrett. The Raptors should put up 120, 125 points here, man. I mean, it's the Nets. They're a brutal defense. They're literally dead last in defensive rating. So, yeah, big fan of RJ Barrett stuff. Also kind of like his 24.5 PA. I think that's a halfway decent look as well. All right, guys, this one is pretty damn gross. I'm not going to lie. I'm going with Jusuf Nurkic over 19.5 or 20.5. Points and rebounds for Big Nurk. So if we go over to Nurk, we'll see. Jeez, dude, you're kidding me. Okay. There's still 20.5s out there at ProfitX, BetMGM, Caesars. So Nurkic has not been good this year, guys. He absolutely has not. But if we go to without Walker Kessler, so he's still hasn't been good. Not trying to Not trying to say that he has been or anything. But if we look at the spread here, man, it's a 2.5 point spread. The Jazz are at home. The Jazz have like a altitude advantage at home, and they've really had pretty drastic home road splits in terms of like net rating over the past few years. So they're playing a Pacers team that is also really, really bad. So the minutes should be good here, man. We really should get a pretty damn competitive game, as the spread indicates. So, guys, if we look at the games without Walker Kessler, so they got blown out in Charlotte, right? Obviously, that's going to be brutal. Shoots 1 for 6, terrible stuff. But guys, this so if you go to advanced filters and go to points in the paint, if I can find that, opponent points in the paint allowed, right? So Wolves are a brutal matchup for Nurkic, right? You're getting guarded by Gobert. That's brutal. You got to be able to shoot the rock if you're gonna go up against Gobert. When you can't really shoot well, it's gonna be brutal. Then they played the Pistons. He went over against the Pistons, but the Pistons are, first of all, a pretty good rebounding team with Jalen Duren, and they had Isaiah Stewart in the starting lineup that game too. But third fewest points in the paint there. Boston, second fewest points in the paint. So, and then the Hornets, they're at like 18th. I'm not excusing that at all. But with that being said, man, Nurkic is really coming off of 4 brutal matchups. So he's a pretty good buy low. He's also just been shooting so bad, dude. Like 2 for 11. 1 for 3, 2 for 8, 5 for 12. One of these games, dude, at the end of the day, he's 7 foot. Like one of these games, he's going to shoot over 50%. So I'm going to quick zoom out on Nurkic here, man. So he's in competitive games. He was playing 33 minutes. He was playing 31 minutes. I probably have him for around 28 minutes, I'd say. But that's kind of also being a little bit conservative, right? So going over to, if we go to like Nurkic just over the last few years, because he's the same player, man. Like he's the exact same player. 22 to 32 minutes, right? And then we just do like all-time games, get a nice little sample size going, right? He's over in 56.3% of games. But then on top of that, man, the Pacers are allowing the third most rebounds and the 8th most points in the paint, right? So let's just go to like opponent rebounds allowed. Okay, and where the hell is opponent rebounds allowed? Okay, so opponent rebounds allowed, and if we do bottom half of the league, right? And then if we go over to opponent points in the paint, where is this, man? There's so many damn filters on here. Okay, opponent points in the paint allowed, right? Bottom half of the league for both. Bottom half of the league rebounding teams, bottom half of the league points in the paint. As you can see, Nurkic is then over in 73.1% of games. He's averaging 24.5 points and rebounds. People forget, man, this dude can actually like clean the glass like really well. So yeah, man, I think that Nurkic is a good buy low. I know I just spent way too much time talking about Nurkic, but like seriously, he's had brutal matchups. He gets a Pacers team that is terrible at rebounding. He'll be able to outmuscle Isaiah Jackson. They allow a ton of stuff in the point, and on top of that, man, we really truly should get a competitive game. All right, guys, before the third and final prop, I'm going to quick shout out Novig, guys. Honestly, I don't love promoting stuff all the time unless I absolutely love it. And I will say, guys, with Novig, there's a ton of shit that goes into it that makes it good, man. First of all, you look at like this little graphic up there. It's available in a lot of states, man. And it's a lot of the states that don't have the big boy books. So if you're in that shoes, dude, I'm born and raised in Mini. Like, I get it. So that's a positive about Novig. But also on top of that, man, limits have been rough recently. They don't limit. It's peer-to-peer. And of course, guys, you're going to have the best number and market a shit ton. So genuinely, guys, Novig is a great asset. And I highly recommend you guys at least get on it and check it out. If you guys get Novig, and use code BETTIN when you make your first deposit. Once you spend your first $5, they'll give you 50 to play with additionally. So guys, highly recommend checking out Novig. Like genuinely, it is an asset. So it will help you out and it will give you some good numbers. All right, guys, third and final play I'm going to go with is going to be Andrew Nembhard over 22.5 points and assists. Looks like it might be at 23.5 now. I think that's totally fine. So look, man, he's had very good usage since we came back. If we check this out, he had 13 potential assists in his first game back, played 33 minutes, shot the ball 20 times, got to the stripe 6 times. That was a game with Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith. They did get blown out, so he didn't close the game, but he did play 33 minutes, man. But he was really pacing for 36 if the game was going to be competitive. Yeah, and he shot the ball terribly, man. Still had 28 PA against a Denver team that is second in defensive rating currently. And then against Golden State, man, another very, very tough defense. I believe they are 6th in defensive rating, 6th to 8th or something like that. They didn't really have anyone, but dude, I think that Nembhard needs at least some gravity around him to an extent. He had 9 assists, 14 potentials in 30 minutes, 25% usage. But yeah, man. So look, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Nembhard absolutely runs the show when there's no Halliburton, and when he's like getting the start at point guard. So if you go like if we just hit like all games, we go to without whereas without actually let's quick do some minutes, right, guys? So he played 30 minutes on a second night of a back-to-back in a blowout loss. So I kind of think that that's his floor. Probably is going to see like 37 minutes as a ceiling or so. But yeah, if you do like 30 to 37 minutes and then you do just like go over to 24, 25, you take out Halliburton, do without Halliburton. I mean, he's over in 7 out of 9 games, guys. I'm really not going to try and overthink this too much, dude. The Jazz are just such a brutal defense. I mean, they have they're 24th in defensive rating, allow like the 4th most assists. They allow a ton of above the break threes. They're just a really, really damn bad defense, man. And without Walker Kessler, they're not able to be as aggressive on pick and roll handlers. I know, completely different player, right? But Anthony Edwards has like dropped like a point a minute the last like couple of games against them. So yeah, man, they're not really able to be super aggressive on primary guys anymore. So I really like Andrew Nembhard, man. Like I said, I know this isn't like the most like in-depth detailed write-up or anything, but I just think that the books are a little bit low on his role. One thing I do want to say about this too, man, is yes, TJ McConnell is going to be back. He suffered a hamstring injury that was pretty severe, where they ruled him out for a month instantly after he suffered the hamstring injury. He's been out for about a month. He's 33 years old. This Pacers season is pretty dead. Hamstrings are no joke. I mean, we see what just happened with Jalen Green, right? I think that TJ's probably going to play like 18 minutes. So he'll get all the non-Nembhard minutes, right? Which I think is going to be like 14. So I do think that they only share the floor for like 4 minutes or so together. Obviously, because TJ will affect Nembhard's usage for sure. In this game, first game back off the hamstring, old man TJ, I don't think he's going to play a ton. So love to see this about Nembhard, man. And like I said, the Pacers just have nobody, no Mathurin, no Toppin. It's Siakam and him. And yeah, he's absolutely running the show against a brutal defense where the Pacers should be able to put up like 120 points. So really, really like the spot. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it. Appreciate everyone for tapping into the show today. If you didn't already, make sure to drop a like, sub the channel on your way out. It is all very greatly appreciated. And of course, guys, we'll be live tonight at 6:30 Eastern time. So make sure to tap in with that. All right, everyone. Thank you. You guys have a good one.